Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. So it is Friday the 7th of April, which means it is release day for Disney 100 in Japan. So we're going to just take a look at the cards and the prices and see where listings are at. So let's start it off with the most expensive and rarest card in the set, the Steamboat Willie Origin Rare. And as you can see here on JP Macari, it's listed for over 1 million yen. That is £6,700 and 8,400 US dollars. Now, this is just a listing. However, there are currently two listings for this card. Both are over 1 million yen. Now, the ironic thing about this is they actually did release a card alongside this set that cost 1 million yen to buy. It was made out of platinum, or the case around it was made out of platinum. It is a Mickey card, and they only made 100 copies of it. You had to enter in a lottery just to win the chance at buying it for 1 million yen. And here we seem to have a card in the set that you can pull from the set that is worth over potentially 1 million yen on its own. So obviously, the set literally just came out today, so we're not 100% sure yet on pull rates. If I get any updated information, maybe I can just chuck it in the comments or description below. But I have heard that it took someone 40 cases to pull this card. That is roughly around 750 booster boxes. Now, obviously, we don't know. That could be more than average or below average. We're not sure until more people open a lot of cases and see how many it took them to pull the card. I mean, all we really can compare this to is Pixar with the Luxo Rares. They were roughly about 1 in 24 cases. When you get to something that rare, it's kind of hard to really precisely know the exact pull rate. All we know is it's very, very hard to pull. It's in the hundreds of booster boxes. So yeah, extremely rare, but at the moment is currently worth a lot of money. Now, let's head over to Yuyute, which is a Japanese site that sells Weishwar's Japanese singles. And now the set's released, they have the cards listed and priced on their site. So let's just see how much they've got the Origin Rare for. And they have it down here, and it's just shy of 1 million yen. However, it is sold out. So I don't know if there's a way if we can see if anyone has actually purchased this. I'm not sure if we can. So all we can speculate here is either they've not pulled it themselves to be able to list it, or perhaps they have and maybe it has sold. As there is no image, I'm assuming that they perhaps don't have a copy of this card. But yeah, as it stands at the moment, it's release day, and it doesn't look like any have officially sold, but that is the listing price for it currently, which is crazy to think about, that you could open a box and pull this card that's worth 5, 6, 7,000 pounds slash US dollars. So let's look at the the SSPs first, and just look at the prices. Think about which ones seem to be the chase cards, which ones are slightly less valuable. So if you open a case yourself, you can just come here and have a look and see if yours is the chase card out of the SSPs. So here we have some of the Disney princesses. We've got Belle at 24,000 yen, which is £150 slash 187 US dollars. We've got Snow White, slightly cheaper at around £90, 110 US dollars. And then Jasmine at a slightly higher price, 34,000 yen, £200, around about 250 US dollars. So yeah, a couple of hundred for them. We then have Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck card, SSP, which is, these ones here are around about the same sort of price, $100, $200. And over here we come on to what seems to be potentially the Chase SSP. So this is the most expensive SSP currently. It's the Mickey Mouse SSP with the gold Mickey emblem stamp on it. That is listed at 99,000 yen, which is £600, and it is 755 US dollars. So that is the most expensive one. If you're opening a case, that will be the one you want to hit for the most value in terms of, yeah, money value for what you've paid for the case. And another Disney princess here at 200, so very similar to the other ones, and Cinderella there at tiny bit less. So actually, Ariel and Jasmine, being the most expensive princess cards, are actually both sold out. So that's interesting. Maybe someone has noticed that they're the most expensive and are trying to buy them. But I mean, as you can see, they don't have tons of these cards. They've got three of them, three of them. It's it's not like they have a huge amount of stock here. So after that, we've got the Spider-Man SSP, which is the second most expensive SSP at £425 and 528 US dollars. So that seems to be, yeah, the next chase card on the list. If you don't hit the Mickey Mouse and you're trying to get good value from your case, hopefully you hit that one. And then we've got the Mandalorian SSP at similar prices to the Disney princesses and the other SSPs. So yeah, that's the SSPs. If we head over and look at the price for the SPs themselves, so as you can see here, most of these SPs are around about $100. That they're all kind of just below $100. Some of them, like this one, for example, the Peter Pan SP is 45 US dollars. We've got ones here for 18 US dollars. Now, something to bear in mind is this is a Japanese site. You can order from them, but you need to have some sort of mail forwarding set up in Japan. They don't deliver internationally. And obviously, if you order lots and lots of cards from there and lots of value, if you then get that forward internationally, potentially you've got imports there to pay. So even though this is always a great site to reference in terms of prices, unless they're sold out and things like that, you just need to bear in mind that even though this SP here is $18, I mean, you couldn't come on here, buy it, just that one card and get it for $18. You'd have to buy, more cards, split the shipping cost kind of between the cards, and if you got any imports. So just take that into account. You can purchase from them, but there is a quite a bit you have to do if you've not forwarded any product or mail from Japan to an international address. So it seems like the Captain Jack Sparrow card is fairly pricey compared to the other SPs. They're at 19,000 yen, so £120 and 150 US dollars. Now, in Pixar, the SP pull rate was 4 per case. I've been hearing that potentially this is 2 per case, but as I said, this is the first day of release. We're not 100% sure on pull rates just yet. So just bear that in mind. It could be 2 SPs per case, it could be 4. The SSPs, very likely, I think, are 1 per case. So, yeah, just bear all of that information in mind at the moment if you're going to open a case. We've got the mini card here. So, yeah, they're all kind of roughly the same price. You've got some that are really, really cheap, like these ones up here. But for a lot of them, they're all kind of, 75 to nearly 100 US dollars. Got 96 there. So it seems like actually out of all of these, the most expensive SP is the Iron Man SP at 24,000 yen, which is £150 and $187. So none of these cards seem to be at the 200 US dollar range. They're all under 200 US dollars. And even here, like we have Maleficent at 30 US dollars. So some of these are really, really cheap. We've got Baymax actually at the same price at 30 US dollars. So that is out of stock, unfortunately. Otherwise, I probably would have just purchased that because that is a card I do want. After that, we've got the 100 rare, which is, I believe, similar to the Pixar rare. So I'm pretty sure based on these prices, these are 1 per box. So you should get 100 rare in each box, because yeah, these are literally being listed at 4, 3, 5 US dollars. I don't think any of these are even over 10. No. So even the slightly more expensive ones, they're all under 10 US dollars, obviously taking into account if you bought from this site, it depending on how much you buy, potentially it's more than that. So after that, we've got the SRs, which are shiny and textured, look really, really nice, but you should roughly get between 1 to 2 SRs per booster box. But yeah, even cheaper because it's the next rarity down from the rest. So yeah, literally few dollars, few pounds per SR. Is there any that are standing out in terms of price? I think this one here, which is like the classical vintage style Mickey and Minnie mouse card, is probably the most expensive at just shy of $10, but that one is sold out. One of my favorites when I looked at the set was the Mandalorian sort of baby Yoda card here, which is also sold out, but is a bit cheaper. It's only sort of 5 to 6 US dollars, but they don't have any of them in stock. So potentially these are the popular cards. Maybe people have been, I mean, they don't have loads in stock, so it's not, if you wanted to buy out a card, some people do that. Just this card here, they've got 8 copies. They will open more. They will add more cards to this list, but it's not like they've got hundreds of these cards whatsoever. So after that, you've got the double rares. Really nice sort of Spider-Man double rare here, which is quite expensive for a double rare compared to the other ones. But with double rares, sometimes it can depend on like playability of the card for people who actually want to play the game. And then after that, we got just the rares, which you get 1 per booster pack, so not really worth, I don't think, going into them too much. But there we have it. They are the current prices. I'll probably do some more videos following up prices as time goes on. Now, for those of you that don't know, the Disney Store in Japan actually got an early release of the Disney 100 set. You could go there and buy this set last weekend. So you may have seen some of these cards, some booster boxes popping up online last week, and that will be why. Now, I did purchase some of those boxes from that early release. I was hoping to get them here before the official release and kind of be the first person on YouTube to get a box and open it and have a video out there. But unfortunately, I won't be getting those boxes until Thursday of next week. So yeah, once they're here, I will be opening a box on the channel. So yeah, if you want to see that, be sure to subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And you can see as soon as I've uploaded that video. So yeah, there we have it. Thank you for watching as always, and I'll see you in the next video.